Good afternoon. We're back with another episode of the LOTR LCG progression series. As always, I'm playing solo, and today's quest is Flies and Spiders, continuing to play the Secrecy Rohan deck from the previous quests. And for the setup, I owe one card from the encounter deck and one copy of Bilbo's Ring in my deck. Then I'll get a hand. That hand looks good. And the encounter deck has Wicked Spider. Okay. And let's get started. Bilbo gets one too. So Bilbo can spend one Baggins resource to search deck for a treasure card. And he's gonna need his magic ring for this quest. So let's go find it. And it gets it out of the deck so I don't draw a dead card. And later he's going to lose all of his Baggins resources. Where'd the magic ring go? Oh, there he goes. Okay. So I'll play the magic ring on Bilbo. And I'll get out Timely Aid turn 1. Look at the top 5. I don't think I want Gandalf right now. Although I could play Gandalf. Just eliminate that spider. Yeah, that might be worth doing. Sure, we'll get out Gandalf. And rip spider. And I'll also play Resourceful on Frodo for 1. So he'll get 1 additional resource per turn. Also could have played Arwen, but I think that's better. So let's go ahead and quest. Give a resource to Frodo. Increase threat by 1 for Glorfindel. And it's another spider. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 1 is 9 progress. And we're on to phase 2. In phase 2 we reveal stage 3 and create a separate staging area. And if there are no other players in the game, discard this stage and each card in its staging area. So we got phase 3 and a new staging area, and this card goes away, and so does Lost in the Dark. And remove all resources from each hero's resource pool, and then make each character you control except Bilbo unconscious. Now, unconscious characters do not gain resources, so they're going to be locked from gaining resources until they wake up. So now it's going to be Bilbo's job to wake everyone up. Flip over to the other side, and this says what unconscious characters can do, or can't do. They can't really do anything. Do not pass the first player token when the stage is complete. Do not advance to stage 4 until the end of the quest phase. Spend 2 Baggins resources to ready an unconscious character you control. So, you can generate Baggins resources at the beginning of the turn and also by exhausting Bilbo's magic ring and raising threat. So I'll do that now. Give him 1 Baggins resource. And that was the quest phase. There's nothing further to do this turn. At the end of the turn, Gandalf's going to leave. And we ready everyone up in the refresh phase. Then after readying everyone up, there's an action window where you can exhaust Bilbo's ring again, which I'll do. And then I have 2 Baggins resources and I can spend them to wake Frodo up. And that's important that you do it at the end of the turn as opposed to next turn, because if you do it at the end of this turn, then Frodo can gain resources during the resource phase. If I waited until an action window after gaining resources, then I wouldn't get anything on Frodo next turn. So I start the turn with Bilbo's magic ring exhausted, but I get Frodo up. So in the resource phase, I can go ahead and gain 2 resources on Frodo, 1 on Bilbo, and add 1 to threat, and draw a card. Now, I think with Frodo's... Frodo should have 2 resources. And Bilbo should have 1. There we go. Now I think with Frodo's resources, I will play Arwen to help with the questing. And we'll just quest with her, Frodo, and Bilbo. And the card is, when revealed until the end of the round, exhausted characters get -1. Okay, so it's 1, 2. 2 progress. And that'll be that for this turn. Well, on to the next turn. Again, at the end of this turn, after I ready everything up, I'll use the action window to gain a Baggins resource and then get one of the characters up. And I think I want Glorfindel up. There we go. Welcome back, Glorfindel. And then we are on to the next turn with 1, 2, 1, 1. 1 more threat and 1 card drawn. So it's almost to the point where we're well set up. The most vulnerable part of this quest is when everybody's unconscious. Though, being able to wake up Frodo first. So it's super important in this quest to make use of that action window after you've refreshed your cards in order to get somebody up before the refresh phase. Because then you can generate 1 or 2 resources if you're running something like Resourceful or Steward of Gondor. And that can help you get out allies quicker so that you're less vulnerable. But anyway, let's go ahead and play Kili. And we can go look for his brother. There he is. And I'll go ahead and quest with everyone. If any enemies come, I'll cancel the threat with Frodo if they attack. And the card is Giant Web, and while it's the active location, each character gets -1, -1, -1 for each poison it has. So getting Gandalf out turn 1 with the timely aid made a big difference in this quest, because it means we passed into phase 2 before getting any poisons, or before anything really happened. I'll go ahead and, well, let's see, first the questing progress, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 2 is 8 progress. And I'll go ahead and move to the Giant Web. So next turn we'll probably push into the final phase. When this location is cleared, it would ready up Theodred, but in the refresh phase, when I ready everyone up, I'll just go ahead and do it now. Exhaust the ring and spend the resources to get Theodred up so that he'll generate a resource. So everyone's awake now, and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's all. And draw a card and raise threat by 1. Not enough resources for Steward, but I can play Rider of the Mark. And do I want to just quest with enough to clear the quest? Let's see, that's like Theodred, Frodo. Well, Frodo first, Theodred, and then I can generate a resource. I have 2 copies of Gandalf in case anything weird happens. Actually, maybe I want to put the resource on Theodred because I have Faramir to play. Who else do I want to quest with? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for sure. 6, 7. That should be enough. And the card is Hidden Path. Alright, well that's a good draw. So I think 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To 3 is 5 progress. Overkill it by 1. And we're on to the final phase. When revealed, add the spider's Glade. And progress cannot be placed on this stage while the spider's glade is in play. So it has to be cleared. It's pretty standard, and to travel there I have to exhaust Bilbo. So do I want to clear Hidden Path first, which would delay me by a turn, or do I want to just push ahead? I'm thinking just push ahead, although I'd prefer to have Faramir out, but I think my position is sufficiently strong with double Gandalfs that I'd just push ahead. So I have to exhaust Bilbo to travel there. And then we're on to the next turn. So, not enough resources to play Faramir. Do I want to play Escort from Edoras and burn that this turn? I'll play Steward. I don't think I need to get it on... Well, I guess I do have to put it on Theodred if I want Faramir next turn, and I may need him next turn, we'll see. So, it pays for itself in the same turn, and then I'll automate the resource gain. Now, do I want to play Escort? What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't have enough for Gandalf and Escort from Edoras. But I can play Gandalf and lower threat to help with any... Because I'm going to probably just wanting to be ignoring any enemies that come in. I need, what, 12 to clear? I may just clear it, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how I want to do the resources. Lower threat by 5. And then I'll just quest with everyone. Cost me 1 threat. Generate a resource on Theodred. On Frodo. Do I need to send Bilbo too? What do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 12, 15. Ooh, I might need to send Bilbo too. I will. And the card is caught in a web, and at the start of the quest phase I need to search the encounter deck for 1 spider. So obviously I'll want a low threat spider. The wicked spider should be fine. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so 10 progress. Well, that clears the location, which is good. And I just need 2 more progress. I'll go ahead and move to one of these locations. And the spider will engage. And he attacks undefended. And when he attacks, I must attach 1 poison to a character I control. So I'll put 1 poison on Gandalf, since he's leaving play at the end of the turn. And then it attacks undefended for 4, plus 2 is 6, so 6 threat. As the undefended damage goes on Frodo. At the end of the round, Gandalf leaves play. Ready up, can play Faramir for 4. Escort from Edoras. Riddermark's finest, because why not? And I can go ahead and exhaust and discard it to get rid of the location. And just go ahead and quest with everyone. I'll leave Bilbo back. I don't know why. Exhaust. And the card is Forest Stream. Has no immediate effect, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to 2 is 22 progress. So clearly I have enough to finish the quest, and I have discovered the card, the treasure card, Bilbo's Magic Ring. This was a pretty mellow playthrough of this quest. There are some things that can go wrong with the quest, but starting at low threat with this quest helps a lot. And the faster you can get through to phase 2, the better. And the more cards you can discard from the staging area when you do, the better, which is why low threat helps a lot. Low threat is a very defensive ability in this quest. So, pretty mellow playthrough of the quest. And that's a victory. Thanks for watching.